line in the southeast of Melbourne operating from Flinders Street Station to Frankston Station via Caulfield Station, and the line is 42.7 kilometres long. The Frankston line runs south from Caulfield, functioning from the main line to Pakenham and Gippsland, and runs through built-up areas for its entire length. From Mentone, the line is never more than about 1 kilometre from the eastern shore of Port Phillip Bay, and runs alongside the Nepean Highway for much of its length. After Caulfield, the line traverses flat country and has fairly minor earthworks. The line from Caulfield to Mordialloc opened in December of 1881 and was extended to Frankston in August of 1882. It was electrified in 3 stages between March and August of 1922. The current bridge over the Patterson River was provided in 1974, replacing the previous trestle bridge. On the 1st of March 2007, Zone 3 was abolished. All stations between Patterson and Frankston are now in Zone 2. In the early 2010s, the Frankston line, along with the Werribee and Williamstown lines, was upgraded as part of the Bayside Rail project. The upgrade included station refurbishments, track, signal, and electrical upgrades to allow extrapless trains to operate on the line. When the new timetable was implemented in January of 2021, the Frankston line was connected with the Werribee and Williamstown lines, not resuming services in the City Loop until 2025 when the Metro Tunnel opens. The Australian Greens proposed to extend electrification of the Frankston/Stony Point line and add new stations at Langwarrin and Mornington onto the suburban train network, allowing for increased capacity, increased frequency, and easier integration. The Frankston line is the only line on the Melbourne train network to have a 10-minute frequency off-peak. Today, the Frankston line has approximately 28 stations from Flinders Street. We will look at 25 stations in this video. Hawksburn Station opened on the 7th of May 1879, and the station is named after the Hawksburn estate in which it was built. The current station buildings were completed in 1914 as part of the duplication and grade separation of the railway between South Yarra and Caulfield. Hawksburn Station will be the eastern turnback of the Metro Tunnel. Toorak Station opened on the 7th of May 1879, and the station serves the suburb of Armadale, despite the station being named Toorak. Freight traffic was withdrawn at Toorak on the 30th of June 1977. As the station is located in Armadale, suggestions have been raised in the past about renaming the station, including naming the station after Albert Jacka, who was Australia's first recipient of the Victoria Cross and was the mayor of the nearby city of St Kilda. Armadale Station opened on the 7th of May 1879. The station was completely rebuilt when the line to Caulfield was regraded in the early 20th century. The work included the quadruplication of the line, allowing stopping and express trains to run simultaneously. Malvern Station opened on the 7th of May 1879, and the station buildings are listed on the Victorian Heritage Register. The station was rebuilt in 1914 as part of the quadruplication and regrading of the track between South Yarra and Caulfield. The former electrified goods sidings were removed in 1988. Station opened on the 7th of May 1879, and the station is the junction for the Pakenham, Cranbourne, Frankston and Gippsland lines. In 2017/18, it was the 7th busiest station on Melbourne's metropolitan network, with 4.7 million annual passengers. The station is located adjacent to the Caulfield campus of Monash University and Caulfield Racecourse. The station was listed on the Victorian Heritage Register. The small brick building on Platform 1 near the main platform building was provided in 1974. It originally served as a race ticket office. Caulfield was upgraded to a premium station on the 13th of June 1996, although the enclosed waiting area and ticket facilities were built in 1993 as part of the Travel Safe program. The station underwent a minor refurbishment in 1994. Glenhuntly Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as Glen Huntly Road, being renamed Glen Huntly on the 1st of September 1882 and Glenhuntly on the 20th of April 1937. Glenhuntly Station is located next to a tram square, one of only 3 remaining crossings in Melbourne at which tram and train tracks intersect, along with their electrified overhead wires. A small signal box is located at the Flinders Street end of the tram square, which controls the tramway crossing. The former briquette depot at Glenhuntly was demolished in 1975. In the mid-1980s, as part of works to add a third track on the Frankston line, the western platform was converted to an island platform. During this time, the original station building, built in the 1880s, was demolished and was replaced with the present brick structure, which opened on the 1st of July 1987. It was also during this time that boom gates were provided at the Glenhuntly Road level crossing and the nearby Nearham Road level crossing in 1986. The outface of the island platform was brought into use on the 28th of June 1987. The Glenhuntly and Nearham Road level crossings are set to be removed by lowering the rail line under the road, and a new Glenhuntly station will be built. Ormond Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as North Road, which is the road located on the northern side of the station. The station was renamed Ormond on the 1st of September 1897. Boom gates were provided at the North Road level crossing in 1968. The outface of the former ground level island platform was brought into use on the 28th of June 1987. A new Ormond station opened on the 29th of August 2016 when the North Road level crossing was removed. The new Ormond station is located in a rail trench. McKinnon Station opened on the 1st of September 1884 as McKinnon Road, being renamed to just McKinnon on the 14th of December 1885. Boom gates were provided at the former McKinnon Road level crossing in 1974. The down platform at the former ground level station was provided during 1976. A decade later, on the 28th of June 1987, the outface of the former island platform was brought into use. On the 1st of August 2016, a new McKinnon station opened to remove the McKinnon Road level crossing. Bentleigh Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as East Brighton, being renamed Bentleigh on the 1st of May 1907. Boom gates were provided at the Centre Road level crossing in 1974. On the 28th of June 1987, the upface of the former ground-level island platform was brought into use. The former underpass was also provided during this time. Bentleigh was upgraded to a premium station in 1998. Prior to the works, Bentleigh closely resembled McKinnon Station. Also around this time, the subway was filled in. In 2006, the station's pedestrian level crossing was upgraded as part of the Victrac trial of new crossing technology. Additional warning devices were also fitted with the common red pedestrian sign as well as an LED light box saying "Another train coming," which is lit when either an express train is bound on the southbound line or when a train is expected after another train on the northbound line. In 2016, the Centre Road level crossing was removed by lowering the rail line under the road and a new Bentleigh station was built. Patterson Station opened on the 28th of May 1961, and the station is named for the road beside which it is located. From the start, provision was made for another platform face on the western side of the station, which came into use on the 28th of June 1987, when a third track was provided between Caulfield and Moorabbin stations. The station is named after James Patterson, an American author. Moorabbin Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as South Brighton, being renamed Moorabbin on the 1st of May 1907. Two morning peak hour services from Flinders Street terminate at Moorabbin and return to the city. In 1959, the original station was relocated and placed in a deep cutting, coinciding with the construction of road overpasses for South Road and the Nepean Highway. At that time, provision was made for a third platform on the eastern side of the cutting. The third platform opened on the 28th of June 1987 when a third line from Caulfield was opened. On the 6th of December 1994, a fire destroyed all of the shops in the concourse. The concourse was rebuilt and new shops were constructed. It was upgraded to a premium station in 1998. The station street entrance and the bus interchange was rebuilt in 2014 as part of the Bayside Rail project. Highett Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as Highett Road, being renamed to just Highett on the 14th of December 1885. The station was built under the endorsement of Thomas Bent, who ordered the railway line to be redirected through Highett, but also demanded a higher standard of departmental residences than elsewhere. The current station building was erected in 1883 to 1884 and was refurbished in 1966. It was refurbished again in 1986 after it was damaged by fire in 1985. In 2014, the Victorian state government launched a public safety initiative which involved PSOs patrolling railway stations at certain times of the day. Highett Station was added to the list of patrol stations on the 1st of June 2014. A PSO pod to provide an office and holding cell for the PSOs was also added to the station. In 1925, a parcel train hit a car at the nearby Wickham Road level crossing, killing 8 to 9 people inside the car. crossing is Highett Road, which is located southeast of Highett Station. However, this level crossing is not slated for removal. Southland Station opened on the 26th of November 2017, and the station serves Westfield Southland. The first proposal for a railway station between Highett and Cheltenham stations at Bay Road occurred during the construction of the Frankston line in the early 1880s. The push was led by the Shire of Moorabbin, whose president for some of that decade was Thomas Bent. Agitation continued through the 1880s, but was discontinued in the early 1890s, by which time the Shire had other concerns demanding its attention, with a major economic depression having begun. When Westfield Southland opened in September of 1968, discussions were raised on whether a railway station will be built on the Frankston line adjacent to land then occupied by the St. John of God Home for Boys. Despite this, the plans were not submitted. The proposal arose again in 1990. By this stage, almost 110 years after the initial idea was established. During the Victorian election campaign in November of 2002, the Labor state government announced their intentions of implementing a feasibility study into the possibility of a station at Southland. Almost 130 years since the original proposal, planning for the Southland railway station resurfaced in November of 2010 during the Victorian state election. In 2015, construction of the station finally began and was finished by 2017. Cheltenham Station opened on the 19th of December 1881, and passenger numbers between 2013 and 2014 were at 0.963 million. The current dock platform was provided in 1956. A siding originally existed at this dock platform. Boom gates were provided at the Park Road level crossing in 1966, and boom gates were provided at the Cheltenham Road level crossing in 1972. In 2008, Jessica Jacobs died instantly from her injuries after she was hit by a train. In 2012, a motorist was killed after a train hit his car. Cheltenham was upgraded to a premium station in 1986. In 2020, the Cheltenham and Park Road level crossings were removed by lowering the rail line under the road, and a new Cheltenham station was built. Mentone Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 as Balcombe Road, being renamed to just Balcombe on the 1st of September 1882 and finally being renamed to Mentone on the 7th of January 1884. It is classed as a premium station, and the station buildings are listed on the Victorian Heritage Register. A number of sidings and a head shunt were removed at the station in late 1984 to early 1985. A former siding also existed until the 1940s, running across Station Street to a timber yard. The former adjacent level crossing on Balcombe Road was the first in Melbourne to have boom gates. A new Mentone station opened in 2020 to remove the Balcombe Road level crossing. Parkdale Station opened on the 1st of September 1919. A disused signal box is located at the Frankston end of Platform 1. Boom gates were provided at the Parkers Road level crossing in 1985. This level crossing will soon be removed as 10 new level crossing removals were announced. A new Parkdale station will be built as part of this project. Mordialloc Station opened on the 19th of December 1881 and is one of the major stations on the Frankston line. The Mordialloc Station precinct has a number of heritage buildings and elements, including the cottage-style historic station buildings. The station buildings were built between 1882 and 1887. Another part of the elements include the last remaining example of an Edwardian railway water tower in Victoria. Boom gates were provided at both the McDonald Street and Bear Street level crossings in 1986. In June of 1988, the former signal box, which was located at the down end of the station, was demolished, with the signal panel relocated to the main station building on Platform 1, and in 1995, Mordialloc became a premium station. Aspendale Station opened in April of 1891 as Aspendale Park Racecourse, renamed to just Aspendale on the 1st of August 1905. Boom gates were provided at the Grove Street level crossing in 1977. In 1981, the station buildings were rebuilt. In early 2014, a man was hit and killed by a Frankston-bound train, causing the boom gates at Aspendale Station to stay down, preventing cars to go from the Nepean Highway to Station Street. Edithvale Station opened on the 20th of September 1919. In its early years, a siding existed on the downside before Platform 2. In 1981, the station buildings were rebuilt. A new Edithvale Station will be built to remove the level crossings at Edithvale Road and Lockhill Avenue. Chelsea Station opened on the 4th of February 1907, and boom gates were provided at the Chelsea Road level crossing in 1977. The interlock frame was also abolished at this time, replaced by a control panel. A new Chelsea Station will be built to remove the level crossings at Chelsea Road, Swanpool Avenue, and Argyle Avenue. Bonbeach Station opened on the 15th of February 1926, and the station was almost named Bondi, Bonheath, Beachside, or Heathtown. Boom gates were provided at the Bondi Road level crossing in 1977, which will be removed very soon. In 1981, the station buildings were rebuilt. New passenger amenities were added in 2015. The station was used in the Australian television comedy series Kath and Kim in episode 2 of series 4 as the location of a Gloria Jean's coffee cart grand opening party. Carrum Station opened on the 1st of August 1882, and the station serves 4 different bus routes. A signal box was located on Platform 1, which controlled a crossover to allow trains to terminate here. The interlock frame at this signal box was abolished in 1976, replaced by a control panel, with boom gates replacing interlock gates at the Station Street level crossing at the up end of the station in 1977. Approximately 100 metres south of the station was a stabling yard that could hold a number of trains. However, this was replaced with the construction of the Kananook yard due to level crossing removal works. The station was upgraded to a premium station on the 20th of December 1995. In 2020, the station was rebuilt on a skyrail to remove the Station Street, Eel Race Road and Mascot Avenue level crossings. Station Street was extended over the Patterson River as part of this project. Seaford Station opened on the 1st of December 1913, and the name Seaford arose during a meeting of local residents in 1913 called to decide upon a name for the settlement and the new railway station about to open. It was agreed that the name should contain some reference to the sea. Councillor Sidney Ploughman suggested Seaford, dropping the L from his hometown of Sleaford in Lincolnshire, England, and the suggestion was adopted. A substation is situated at the northern end of the station. During the 1970s and 1980s, Seaford Station used to accommodate stable trains within its sidings. The use of the sidings was discontinued during the late 1980s due to costs and graffiti. In 2009, the Platform 2 car park was extended. In 2018, the Seaford Road level crossing was removed by building a hybrid bridge. This design involves raising the rail onto a slightly raised embankment and also involves lowering the road a little bit in order for traffic to pass well underneath. In 2020, Cam Smith was stabbed in the heart as he protected a friend. A memorial stands near Seaford Station. Kananook Station opened on the 25th of August 1975, and the station is named after the nearby Kananook Creek. To accommodate the station and allow construction, the up and down lines were slewed in March of 1974. At the same time, the current overpass located at the up end of the station was provided, which replaced the Wells Road level crossing. Parts of the station were upgraded in 1991, including the pedestrian overpass and car park. Further upgrades occurred in 2007 as part of the Eastlink project, linking Ringwood to Frankston. The station building was dismantled and replaced with a shelter, and a freeway noise protection wall was constructed. The station was featured in the first episode of the 2004 television series Sensing Murder, and in Season 1, Sarah McDiarmid disappeared at Kananook Station on the 11th of July 1990. She is presumed murdered, although no trace of her body has ever been found. To the east of the station is the access track for the Kananook Train Storage Facility, which is located north of the station. Frankston Station opened on the 1st of August 1882, and the station had 2.5 million annual passengers between 2011 and 2012. The station features briefly in the 1959 Hollywood movie On the Beach. Construction of the second station building commenced in 1985 and was completed by 1987. It was upgraded to a premium station on the 9th of November 1995. On the 10th of June 1975, B-class diesel locomotive B69, whilst running an up Long Island steel train, collided with Hitachi car 27M at Frankston. The carriage was the first Hitachi car in the fleet scrapped. A 70-foot turntable also existed at Frankston until the mid-1960s. The Stony Point line also terminates here from Stony Point using V-line sprinters. In 2018, the station was rebuilt for step-free access, and the station buildings from the 1980s were demolished. I hope you enjoyed this Frankston Line video. Like, share and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.